god. Everyone steps back. Go take another bite.
The flavor's everything!
What's up?
Let's do this.
Okay, this is amazing. Let's not swim towards the light. Flavor. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe. Pepper, too obvious. Oregano, basil, maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? What? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use that. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain secret. And yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around and realize that everyone in the classroom is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. It's pretty direct, okay. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep it secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? This semester has only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Oh, what? His face is unhappy. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, and it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but I can't tell you. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow. You've never had guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get that if you searched. And definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, but now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. 2 out of 11, okay. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you've got big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on it. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Make him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. This one does not seem like the best idea, so let's go ahead and click it. You know about that. I was thinking about your secret recipe. I don't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it. You decide to show him that you also know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you can improve it. Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe? And you think that you can do it better? Have you ever thought about... Have you ever heard of habanero peppers? Heard of them? I tended an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne. But that's not the point. You can't just toss any new ingredients into my secret recipe and expect it to improve. A recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to. Let this be the last time you improvise on my recipes, Panda. I'm heading back to the class for the next lesson. That clearly didn't go as planned. You had better head back inside, but you wait a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second, oh no! We have to show off our stuff? What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over you, unable to control yourself. You pounce on the Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? Team of two, that means me, you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Panda. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone with two different students quickly taking notice. Hello, new partner. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop, Clink. Snap. Not there. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clink today. It's okay. I already ate. That's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school is even, but whatever. Clink is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clink might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue, I hardly know you. Clink jitters and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish, divide up into steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Octopus. Your grandma's mashed potatoes. Steak tartare. Seems easy though, it's fancy. Potatoes. Oh. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a quick look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassing, you quickly turn away. I'll get the potatoes. No, please let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Panda's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That's the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns armful of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. This is a nice song. Oh, he's crying. Oh, howdy there, Van. Were you working a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Panda was struggling, so he offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs needing a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up on my level. Huh, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken is quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might be a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like thigh and drumstick, if that makes sense. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, and no one thing is clear. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, punks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your bestie. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker about prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of the class, so let's all respect that format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? Sometimes conflict can actually build character. Oh my god, his face! I wouldn't want you to shy away from a bit of healthy competition with your peers, Canada. Wow, he's just not into you. You'd think a gentleman would defend you in a position like this. Did you do something to offend him at some point? Oops. Look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short and sturdy stature. Look down at your cooking station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the potatoes. The boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture. His face is so fucked up. I'm gonna guide you through the steps as well, while your attention is elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. He was just making like a disgusted face at me. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping spoonful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with the rage without thinking, you fling a sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that this is delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slips away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Panda. We do not waste food in the cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you're both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back, a covered dish in his hand. Oh, it's on an axe. Mashed potatoes and gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, raised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. It ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The uplifting suitor rushes the Van Man and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about the dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned the process. The results could be toxic. It's too late. It has been eaten. Ooh, look at their faces. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my god. Everyone steps back, Don't take another bite! Oh, everyone step back, don't take another bite! Then you look back at the plate and the rest of it is gone. You notice that the tip of the tentacle being sucked down by Pop's mouth. He winces in pain for just a moment and then is almost incredibly back to his oblivious self. Oh, he looks like he's gonna die. Oopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Jock has frozen the whole class, or they are motionless